what I wanted to do before today's session was actually, just for a bit of fun, look back and see how little I knew and just show you. So there's this thing called my first tweet. If you Google, all of you, are you on Twitter? Who's on Twitter?
Yeah.
Right, everyone, not now, but after this, has got to Google my first tweet. You go on it, you type in your Twitter handle, and it shows you the first ever tweet you did, right? This is so cringy. I'm going to show you. So my first ever tweet, I did this, and I looked back like, oh God, what was I doing? My first ever tweet was Sort My Life Out Week. So I wasn't using Twitter for business, I didn't know how to use it, I was obviously just venting my emotions over Twitter. That was what I was using Twitter for at the time. But what I wanted to do was, I wanted to make myself feel a bit better by actually looking and seeing what was my brother's first tweet. Because we got like this thing going on, I was like, hopefully his is more cringy than me. So I typed my brother's in, and this is actually more cringy and worse than mine, which is really good. So his first tweet was, I don't know why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's literally his first tweet. So you can see, he's even admitting he didn't know what he was doing. I wanted to make myself feel even better, so I looked at my dad's first tweet. Now, me and my brother are partners in our business, and we work in an office with my dad. He's been a big, big help to me, a big inspiration. He's been a mentor for me, and he's really helped us out. So I wanted to get my own back on him by finding out his first tweet. And his is the worst of all. Ready? This is a test. I know.
Done that, man.
So, the Knowlton trio really did know nothing about social media marketing or anything like that. Fast forward to now, we now run a successful, award-winning, six-figure digital marketing agency based on the back of helping other people get to grips with things like social media marketing, digital marketing, and that kind of thing. So it's really been a roller coaster of a journey from doing those kind of tweets that we didn't know anything to now actually supporting other businesses do this and doing pretty well out of it. The next 15-20 minutes, I pretty much just want to share with you 9 specific tactics and things that we've done to go from knowing nothing to getting to where we are today. Our whole business has been built around my brother and I working together to build up my personal brand as an influencer, as someone who's an expert who knows what we're talking about. Both of us working really hard to do that. And by doing that, you know, by me speaking at events, creating lots of content online, writing for publications, we get lots of inquiries and leads come through. We then put those into our marketing machine at the back end, which is our digital marketing agency, work our magic, support them, develop strategies, do training, management in social media, content creation, that kind of thing, and then spit them out the other end where they've grown and improved what they're doing. The whole way we've grown is by building up my influence. So today, I want to share with you how you guys can build up your own influence in your industry. And some of you may be thinking, I don't want to build up my influence, I don't want a personal brand, but all of you in this room have some kind of personal brand. Whether you like it or not, it's basically your reputation. That's your personal brand. So you can all be doing this stuff to improve that. Number 1, know your craft. Over the last 2.5 years, I've learned that it's not just important to know what you're doing, it's so important to every single day invest time and energy in improving what you're doing. Investing in becoming better at what you do every single day. So as a kind of an action for you guys, I want you to think about how often are you investing in improving your own skills. Ali could be a lovely florist. She could be arranging flowers and stuff for 20 years, and she's pretty good at it. She's done it for 20 years. She's stuck to the same kind of thing, and she's done really well, haven't you?
I have.
She has. But
Doris loves me. Every funeral, I get Doris.
there you go.
Always books me.
There you go. But a new person could come along, and they could only be around for a year, but they've learnt the coolest new ways to work all these flowers. Then they're going to eat up all your competition because they're using new, more effective ways of doing things. So all of you in your industries need to think about what are you doing to invest in developing your own skills and expertise. This could be from consuming educational videos online. There's so many out there that can teach you anything. It could be reading articles, it could be going on training courses, whatever it is, you need to do that. Number 2, share your most valuable knowledge completely free. And this sounds weird because as businesses, we basically have something of value, the customer has a problem, and we say to the customer, hello customer, you pay me this and I'll solve your problem, right? That's the traditional way of doing business. However, now anyone can go on the internet and learn anything they want for free. All of us could be out of business in the next 20 years, right? Because anyone can learn anything online for free. And what marketing at the end of the day is all about, it's about attention. It's about grabbing someone's attention. And the way you need to do that is by giving value, by educating, by teaching, by giving your nuggets of value, giving them away for free. Because people are searching online constantly, trying to get their questions answered. And if you're not the one answering those questions, someone else is, and someone else is getting the business. Number 3, write for big publications. Does anyone here do write and did anyone blog or anything like that-ish?
Yeah.
I started writing for Social Media Examiner about 1.5 years ago, and this is probably the first thing that completely boosted my influence on our industry and changed our business for the long term. So the reason it's good to write for big publications is because they've already got a captured audience of hundreds of thousands of people that go and read content all the time. So if you're writing for these publications, you're demonstrating you're an expert in that industry. And please note down, these 2 guys here, Josh Steinley and Aaron Orendorff, their Twitter handles are there. Go and follow them, look on their websites. They literally talk you through step by step how to write for these big publications. They share everything. They write for Forbes, Inc., Fast Car, Mashable. They write for all the biggest publications in the world, and they literally just tell you for free how you can too. The next one, speak at events. Exactly what I'm doing now. Being completely transparent with you guys, speaking at events is probably, well, it is our biggest lead generator. And by speaking at events, I do not mean going on stage saying, I run a business, who wants to work with me, you, and trying to sell to people. Please don't go down that route. I mean, this is my personal opinion, but I really don't like that kind of stuff. But I don't know, everyone's each their own. What I'm talking about is getting up on stage and demonstrating you know your stuff, so that then people come up to you afterwards and want to work with you. If you're not a speaker at the moment and you're thinking, it's a bit scary, everyone stares at you, you can feel a bit awkward, I literally felt exactly the same. I did my first speaking gig for the Kent Chamber of Commerce. It was an after-hours thing. Have you ever been to any of those? And I pooped my pants. Literally, must have been about 8 people there, and I was like this, like so scared, so scared. And I did it, and I was like, yes, I did it. That was really good. I was so happy with myself. And then I got feedback. I got someone I know really well to come along and actually watch me and give me feedback. And then I did another speaking gig, kept doing it. And eventually, you get to now where I just feel, this is fun, I'm just chatting to my mates. Do you know what I mean? It just feels like that, rather than you're here and you've got to think, oh, what do I say now? You feel more natural. So it's about practice and practice and practice. If anyone wants to get into speaking, I advise you to speak or join the Chamber of Commerce and speak to the person that runs the after hours and just try and get a slot in there, and then have a go and take someone who you really trust to give you feedback and improve, and that kind of thing. Number 5, go to live events and make friends. Right? This sounds a bit weird. Friends! I feel like people go to networking events and they just go there to try and sell you stuff again. And I just get, I don't know, the reason I'm saying go to live events and make friends is because you need to build relationships with people. Genuine, like we were talking about earlier, things like this, it's all about building genuine relationships. It's not about saying, who wants to buy my stuff? Who wants to buy my stuff? So when I started out, I didn't know how to network or anything. And I remember going to my first networking event, and I thought, right, so these things, you go there, there's other businesses, and you try and get business with each other and all this. And I went there and I was thinking, what's the most credible things I can say? And I was trying to come up with all these things. We helped a client do this, and I was telling everyone, and I got no business from it because people just didn't care. I was just trying to, tell everyone how brilliant I was. And then I soon realised, oh, actually, it's not about that. It's about building genuine relationships with people and making friends. Number 6, document your journey and tell your story. Before anyone makes a purchasing decision to buy from you, to become a customer, they want to get to know you. They want to make sure your culture, what you're all about, fits with them. The way they do that is they stalk you. They go on your website, they look at your social media, they see what you're all about. So if you're not creating content to show people the story behind your brand, to tell them what you're all about, then you're not going to generate any business, because people will have that barrier, oh, they haven't got social media, don't know what they're about, so I won't bother working with them. The easiest way to do this is to do something like Instagram stories. Has anybody heard of Instagram stories? Or Snapchat, or Facebook stories, where you literally you don't need highly edited video, you have your mobile and you film and you tell people what's going on throughout your business day. You talk them through so they can really get to know you as a person. Number 7, go out of your way to help your community. For you to build up your influence and for you to become the most influential person in your industry, the best thing you can do is to go out your way and help people. Like a lot of people here were mentioning, you answer people's questions, you help them, you go out your way to educate them so that any questions they've got, you answer them. That's what it's all about. You need to invest time in answering people's questions for free. Not thinking, oh, I'll answer that and then I'll become a customer. Genuinely and authentically help other people who have problems, and it will really help you build up your influence because you're going to be the go-to person to solve their problems. Number 8.
Good.
I love dogs. This doesn't have nothing to do with it, but I just like pugs.
Who doesn't?
Be patient. I'm sure we've all heard about be patient, be patient, be patient. Something I really have learned over the past 2.5 years is it takes way longer than you think to get results, to get the results you want. I, for some reason in my head, thought, right, within a year, we're going to have a huge business with 20 staff and all this kind of stuff. It takes way longer. I remember the first year, it took a long time to get clients and that kind of thing. And I just thought, well, you just go out there and you meet people and you sell them your stuff. How stupid was I? But now I know it actually takes a lot of hard work and a lot of time and a lot of patience. One thing I'd say about being patient, always think in your head, every decision you make, think of the long term, not the short term. So here's an example. When we started out in business, we just wanted to get clients. We were like, oh my God, we haven't got a job, we need money, we need to get clients. So every single person I spoke to, I was like, trying to get business. But they had not much money, so we had loads of clients who weren't paying us very much, who had expectations up here, and who were paying us this much, and we just took them all on because we needed business. And that was a short-term decision. We needed money for the short term, that was a short-term decision. Now, we're very careful about who we work with. We don't just work with every single person that wants to work with us. Finally, take action. This is the most important thing I learned. I remember I used to go to stuff like this, I used to go to events, I'd go and I'd meet loads of cool people, it'd be really fun, and then I'd go back to the office and do nothing, and just be like, let's carry on with my day. I soon realised it's so important to actually take some kind of action from, if you meet someone and you really get on, connect with them on social media. Because if you do absolutely nothing after going to an event, after doing something like this, then it means nothing, and it's kind of pointless. Thank you.